This episode changes everything. Outlander Season 8 Episode 4 delivers one of the most emotional and devastating chapters we've seen so far, and by the end of it nothing feels safe anymore. We begin with a heavy atmosphere. Something feels off from the very first scene. There's tension in the air, the kind that tells you something terrible is coming. Claire senses it. Jamie feels it. But neither of them can stop what's already been set in motion. As the episode unfolds, we see relationships being pushed to their limits. Trust starts to crack and old wounds reopen. Every conversation feels loaded. Every silence feels louder than words. And then the moment comes. A decision is made, one that changes everything. This is where the episode hits hardest. A shocking event unfolds, one that leaves everyone shaken to their core. The emotional weight here is intense. You can see it in their eyes. The realization that something has been lost forever. This isn't just pain. This is the kind of loss that changes people. After the chaos, we're left with silence. A quiet, heavy silence. Claire is broken in a way we haven't seen before. Jamie, usually so strong, struggles to hold everything together. And for the first time this season it feels like they might not recover from this. After the chaos, we're left with silence. A quiet, heavy silence. Claire is broken in a way we haven't seen before. Jamie, usually so strong, struggles to hold everything together. And for the first time this season it feels like they might not recover from this. This episode of Outlander changes everything. War is no longer coming, it's here. And for Jamie and Claire, survival may cost more than they ever imagined. Secrets begin to unravel, loyalties are tested, and one heartbreaking decision could alter their fate forever. We begin in the aftermath of chaos. The tension from the previous episode hasn't faded, it's grown darker. Jamie stands at the center of it all, carrying the weight of leadership and the fear of losing everything he loves. Claire senses it too. There's a quiet moment between them, not peace, but understanding. They both know it's coming, and neither of them can stop it. Meanwhile, the war is no longer distant. It's creeping closer, and it's bringing destruction with it. As the episode unfolds, alliances begin to crack. Old friends are no longer trustworthy, and new enemies are far more dangerous than expected. Jamie is forced into a difficult position: make a strategic move, or risk losing his people entirely. But here's the twist. Someone close to him may not be fully loyal. This betrayal isn't loud. It's subtle, quiet, and far more dangerous because of it. Claire, on the other hand, faces her own battle, not with weapons but with time. Her knowledge of the future becomes both a gift and a curse. She knows what's coming, but changing it might destroy everything. This episode slows down just enough to hit us emotionally. We see the human cost of war. Families separated, lives hanging by a thread, and choices that no one should have to make. There's a powerful scene where Jamie and Claire confront the reality of their situation. No more illusions. No more hope that things will somehow work out. This is survival now. And survival means sacrifice. You can feel it in the silence between them. This might be the beginning of the end. Then comes the moment that changes everything. A sudden attack. It's fast, brutal, unforgiving. The calm is shattered and chaos takes over. Jamie is thrown directly into the fight, leading, protecting, risking his life without hesitation. Claire is forced into action to saving lives while watching others slip away. But here's the real shock. Not everyone makes it out. This loss hits hard, not just for the characters, but for us as viewers. Because this isn't just war anymore. It's personal. The episode opens in an uneasy silence. No battle cries, no gunfire, just tension. The kind of silence that feels wrong. Jamie stands looking over the land, but this isn't pride. It's fear, because he knows something we all feel watching this moment. War is no longer a possibility. It's inevitable. Claire watches him from a distance. She doesn't need him to say anything. After everything they've been through, she understands him without words. But this time she looks uncertain, because this isn't a battle they can simply survive. This is something bigger, something that could take everything from them. As the story moves forward, we begin to see cracks forming everywhere. The people around Jamie, once united, are now divided by fear. Some want to fight, others want to run, and some are already thinking about betrayal. Jamie is forced into impossible decisions. Every choice he makes puts someone at risk. Every delay brings danger closer. And this is where the episode becomes truly powerful, because it's no longer about right or wrong. It's about choosing which loss you're willing to live with. Meanwhile, Claire faces her own internal war. Her knowledge of history is no longer comforting. It's terrifying. She knows what wars like this do. She knows how many lives will be lost. And yet, she's trapped in a moment where she can't stop it, only endure it. Then the tone shifts, subtly at first. A conversation that feels off. A look that lingers too long. A decision that doesn't quite make sense. Something is wrong, and Jamie feels it. There's someone close to him, Someone he trusts who may not be standing on the same side anymore. But the danger here isn't obvious. It's quiet, calculated, and that makes it far more deadly. Because betrayal in war doesn't just cost lives, it destroys trust. This is where episode 4 slows down, but hits the hardest. We see the emotional toll of everything building up. Claire tending to the wounded, not just physically, but emotionally. People are afraid. Families are breaking. Hope is fading. And then we get one of the most powerful moments of the episode. Jamie and Claire alone. No war. No chaos. Just truth. They don't speak loudly. They don't need to, because everything they're feeling is already there. Claire knows the future is dark. Jamie knows he may not survive what's coming. And for the first time in a long time, they both allow themselves to feel it. This isn't just love anymore. This is survival together, or not. And then, everything explodes. The attack comes without warning. No build-up, no mercy, just chaos. Gunfire, screams, fire. The world they were holding together collapses in seconds. Jamie doesn't hesitate. He steps into the storm, leading, fighting, risking everything. This is who he is. But even he can't control what's happening now. Claire is thrown into the middle of it all. Healing, saving, trying to hold on to life in a moment built entirely around death. And this is where the episode truly breaks us, because not everyone survives, and the loss feels real, immediate, and irreversible. Aftermath, 14:30 to 17 o'clock. When the noise fades, what's left is silence. But it's not the same silence from the beginning. This one is heavy, broken, permanent. Jamie walks through what remains, and you can see it in his face. This wasn't just a battle. This was a turning point. Claire, exhausted, shaken, realizes something terrifying. The future she feared has already begun. Just when it feels like the episode is closing, it delivers one final blow. A revelation, something hidden, now exposed. And it changes everything. This isn't just war anymore. This is something deeper, more personal, more dangerous. And suddenly, no one is safe. Episode 4 doesn't just move the story forward, it transforms it. Because from this point on, travel to Savannah in order to paint a portrait of Amarandis, the widow of Ben Gray, and her children. Immediately annoyed, Jamie prohibits Brianna and Claire from interacting with Lord John. This obviously doesn't work out. In Outlander Season 7, Part 2, Jamie and Claire's last major argument about the Lord John Grey predicament is accompanied by a number of other incidents. William continues to look into his cousin Ben's death, and although he doesn't get the answers he's looking for, the process helps him get to know Ben's widow. Another glimpse of Lord John's tense relationship with Percy Beauchamp, who requests a favor involving Fergus Fraser from his former partner, was provided in this Outlander episode. In Outlander Season 8, Episode 3, Claire mysteriously brings a stillborn baby back to life, which is a major event. All of this is followed by Jamie and Captain Charles Cunningham's inevitable altercation. Jamie has found it difficult to trust this man, despite the fact that he is hard to dislike. This Outlander episode explains that Cunningham hasn't,